Hypochondriasis. I have a brain tumor. The lady's co-workers rushed toward her, frightened and concerned. With tears in the lady's eyes and a sobbing voice, she repeatedly says, "I have a brain tumor." A co-worker and her going for a doctor's appointment. He performed several evaluations and CAT scans, but nothing popped up. While he performed the exam, he said that her headache was a symptom of stress. But her obsession with having a brain tumor grew. She kept repeating that her head hurt and that she does have a brain tumor. The doctor then recommended a psychologist, and the result from the psychologist was hypochondriasis. Hypochondriasis is believed that there is a dubious disease and in many cases is not medically proven. Just like a headache isn't always a brain tumor, chest pain isn't always a heart attack, as well as a backache isn't always a kidney failure. There are many people that overreact to medical problems that they do not have. Hypochondriasis is an obsession with a not yet proven illness and can become so severe that it can be disabling. People who suffer from hypochondriasis are called hypochondriacs. After visiting the doctor several times, they are prescribed antibiotics, but they assure that the medications for the pain are not helping. They get anxious and could spend hours researching a medical condition they do not have. The illness affects the person's emotional state and adds stress to their lives. Hypochondriasis is a mental illness. Patients with this type of mental illness get stressed out not because they have a mental disorder, but because they believe the symptoms are caused by a greater disease. The mental illness can also lead to having fear when in public. The fear of being surrounded by a lot of people because of all the germs and sneezing, or sitting at the back of the movie theater so they won't get coughed on and catch the flu. The most common group of people that can suffer from this illness are medical students. Hypochondriasis is also called the medical student disease. Medical students have to do a lot of research on infections, cancers, diseases, and illnesses. They are under a lot of stress and pressure, which causes the start of hypochondriasis. Medical students believe that they have a disease that they are studying and are relating diseases to themselves when they do not actually have that type of disease. Hypochondriasis can be long-term and last for years. Although it cannot be prevented, like in some diseases, providing understanding about this illness can decrease the chances of severity of the symptoms. Once a person has had years with this illness and has had extreme fear, it is hard to reverse. It takes longer to help a person with worse hypochondriasis than a person in early stages. Teens, adults, medical students, and anybody can confuse a minor pain for a major sickness. Stressful situations in the long term could lead to believing that there's an illness. The internet gives people the tool to research any disease, which causes the individual to form an idea that they are suffering from that disease. Knowledge about hypochondriasis decreases the severity of the situation and helps adapt to the idea that nothing is wrong with them. One minor backache or chest pain can affect a person's life by believing they have a dubious disease.